Welcome back to another video. My name is Gordon Frayne, and today we're diving into another price prediction video. Today's video is all about CRONOS, CRO, the native token of crypto.com. As always, before we jump into the price prediction, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button below if you enjoy the content. Hit that subscribe button as well. We're on the road to our first 1,000 subscribers, and it would mean the world if you subscribed, and hit that bell notification icon so you can get notified every time we drop a new video. We are dropping multiple videos every single week, and you're going to want to get notified so you can stay up to date on the latest moves in the crypto industry to hit your crypto goals. So, jumping into our price prediction video, as always, we're going to analyze CRONOS through the lens of these 5 different pillars before making our actual price prediction in the second half of the video. So make sure you watch until the end. So firstly, we're going to look at fundamentals, followed a little bit about narratives before jumping into the technical analysis. Then we'll take a brief look at their team before the tokenomics, and then finally, the great price prediction. So what is CRONOS at a fundamental level? Well, CRONOS and the native token of crypto.com is essentially the world's premier crypto trading platform, or so they say on their website. Crypto.com is a trading platform where you can basically buy and trade, the most popular cryptocurrencies in the world. Crypto.com have been making a lot of big marketing moves over the past few years. They've been sponsoring different stadiums, sponsoring sports teams and arenas. They've been doing some sponsorship in Formula 1, I believe, as well as maybe the UFC. So they've got a big marketing budget, and they've been pumping huge amounts of capital into getting crypto.com in front of the US market in particular, and also markets around the world. So very much pushing towards a world where they're trying to make the buying and selling and trading of cryptocurrencies much more seamless and much easier for consumers. And they're trying to make it as friendly as possible for new users into the space. Their platform is very user friendly, and they have introduced a number of different products that help consumers understand the world of crypto better, and introducing products and services that are comparable to services that consumers might be used to when it comes to traditional TradFi, and things like the credit cards that Crypto.com have introduced are very similar to the tiers that you might see with the likes of American Express. So the different narratives that we're going to talk about here are payments, DeFi, and NFTs. And when it comes to payments, Crypto.com have kind of introduced this very revolutionary way of having credit cards with CRO. So basically, you can be a Crypto.com card holder, and the tier that you can enter, or the tier that you can achieve, is basically dependent on the amount of CRO tokens that you stake or lock up. So again, you can see the Obsidian card is the most prestige card that they have, and that requires you to lock up and stake about $400,000 US worth of CRO tokens. The next tier down is the Frosted Icy White or Rose Gold. And to get to that tier, you have to own and stake at least $40,000 US worth of CRO tokens. The Royal Indigo and Jade Green card, you need to stake and own at least $4,000 worth of CRO. For the Ruby Steel, you need to be staking 400. And then for the Midnight Blue, you don't need to be actually staking anything. This is the introductory card to get more people using it. So again, depending on the tier that you are part of, you will be able to earn rewards incrementally depending on the tier. So with the Ruby Steel, you're going to get 1% CRO rewards on all purchases, all the way up to 5% in CRO token rewards for purchases made with the Obsidian card. So they've introduced this entire card structure and tier system that's very similar to the likes of Amex, where you can, earn and spend money with these cards and then earn CRO tokens and interest and money back and rewards as a result of using those cards. So again, making it user-friendly for consumers to get introduced to the world of crypto. Again, DeFi, they've got a Crypto.com wallet, and they've got a DeFi wallet that is compatible with a number of different decentralized exchanges. Again, making life as easy as possible to introduce people to the world of decentralized finance, get more people onboarded into this Web3 world, and making user-friendly solutions for people to do so. Finally, the last narrative we're going to touch on is kind of around NFTs. So again, given the fact that they've got this Crypto.com DeFi wallet, you can also buy, sell, and showcase your NFTs. So making it as easy as possible for people to buy, own, and trade NFTs on the Crypto.com marketplace and with the Crypto.com DeFi wallet is another thing they're pushing. So again, I think they've done a lot of good work in this space when it comes to the marketing side, and they've done a lot of heavy marketing in the sports area, as I mentioned. But you know, people pay a lot of attention to sports, and they get a lot of eyeballs and a lot of attention onto Crypto.com as a result of that. So moving on to the technical analysis. Again, as always, we're just going to look at this at a very high level. We did see the CRO token getting up as high as 90 cents at the peak of the last bull cycle here in November of 2021. So all-time high prices hitting that kind of 89 to 90 cent range. Obviously, throughout the course of 2022, we saw a big retracement in line with the rest of the market. And again, even retracing further towards Q4 of 2023, where we saw bottoming prices of about 4.5 cents for the CRO token here at the middle to end of 2023. However, in line with the rest of the market, we did see it bounce since then, and since those lows of 4.5 cents towards the end of last year, we have seen CRO bounce up about 180% to about 12.5 cents here today. And it was up over 200% a few weeks ago, but again, with the slight retracement in market prices overall in the past 2 weeks or so, it's up about 180% since Q4 of last year. You know, pretty much in line with what I would say is market average, maybe slightly behind market average returns for CRO versus the rest of the altcoin market in that time period, but it has bounced in line with the rest of the market. Looks like we might have a little bull flag forming here, so we could expect, continuous upwards price discovery over the course of the next few months, in my opinion. Again, looking at some of the team here behind CRO, obviously some very intelligent people. Chris Marszalek, Rafael Mello, Bobby Bao, and Eric Anziani. I do not know these people in depth, but obviously they've built a very popular cryptocurrency trading platform. CRO is the 30th largest cryptocurrency in the world by market cap. So these guys, obviously know what they're doing and are putting a lot of effort into promotion and marketing as well. So moving on to the tokenomics before we make our price prediction. The tokenomics is obviously very important because it helps us to gauge where we're at today in terms of circulating supply, overall market cap, etc. And as we can see, when CRO was putting in those 90-cent all-time high prices in November of 2021, we got it all the way up to a market cap high of about $22.7 billion at its peak. And again, what we're looking at today is about a 12.7 cent CRO price, and the current circulating supply is currently sitting at about 26.5 billion. Now, there is some positives here when it comes to the CRO tokenomics, because on the plus side, we are over 87% vested. So that means that we've got over 87% of the entire total supply, which is 30 billion tokens, already in circulation, which means that we cannot see huge amounts of token dilution over the course of the next few years, because, the vast majority of tokens are already in circulation. And if we go back and look at the historical snapshot from when CRO was putting in those previous all-time high prices in November of 2021, we can see that there was actually only 25.2 billion tokens in circulation. I say only because that means we've only actually seen a 5% increase in circulating supply since November of 2021, when CRO was putting in those previous all-time highs. And this bodes well because it means, in comparison to some other tokens where we've got 30, 40, 50% increases in circulating supply, it means that the price does not have to do as much work in order to get back to those all-time highs of 90 cents. And it does bode well for future because we're not going to see token dilution on the same extent as some other projects. So again, just to recap very quickly, previous market cap all-time highs were about 22.7 billion. We are sitting at a market cap today of about 3.38, so we're still significantly down from overall market cap all-time highs. Circulating supply at all-time high was 25.26 billion. Circulating supply today is only about 26.57 billion, a 5.18% increase as we mentioned. And for our price prediction, we do need to try and estimate the amount of tokens we expect to be in circulation by the middle to end of 2025, when we're anticipating the peak of the bull cycle to occur. And what we're estimating here is that there will be roughly 27.5 billion CRO tokens in the circulating supply by the middle to end of 2025. Finally, the last thing we're going to look at here is market dominance, and today CRO is sitting at a market dominance of 0.15% versus the rest of the cryptocurrency market. Only last year, actually, we were even closer to 0.22%. So towards the end, in November of 2023, we did see CRO up at market dominance levels of 0.22%. And if we zoom all the way out and go back to what its market dominance level was when it was putting in those all-time highs, remember we were seeing a market cap of about 22.7 billion for CRO at its peak. And on that same date, the overall market cap of the entire crypto industry was about 2.6 trillion on November 23rd, 2021, which leads us to about an 0.87% market dominance for CRO at its peak. So again, this was obviously the peak of its market dominance all time. So it'll be very interesting to see if it can make big moves to get all the way from 0.15% back up to 0.87%. So this is another variable that we're going to be plugging into our price prediction. So it's worth keeping that in mind. And without further ado, let's jump over to it. So again, as always, we do have to make some assumptions here. And that's why we spent the past 10 minutes going through all the fundamentals so we can make our best guesses here with plugging in some of the assumptions and variables into our price prediction equation. So the first assumption we're going to make here in a bear case scenario is that the overall crypto market cap will peak out around 4 trillion US dollars. If CRO can get back to a 0.6% dominance level, that would give it an overall market cap around 24 billion US dollars, and then dividing that by about 27.5 billion CRO tokens that we estimate to be in circulation by middle to end of 2025, that gives us a price prediction of about 87 cents or a 6.9x from today's prices. So again, this is slightly above its previous market cap all-time high and just slightly below its previous token all-time high, again because there's going to be slightly more tokens in circulation this time around, but still giving us almost 7x from today's prices in a potential bear case scenario. Moving on to our base case scenario, what we're saying is the total crypto market cap could reach a peak around 6 trillion US dollars. If CRO can attain a 0.7% dominance, that would give it an overall market cap of $42 billion. And again, dividing it by 27.5 billion CRO tokens gives us a price target of $1.53, which is about a 12x from today's prices. Finally, moving on to our most bullish scenario, what we're saying is the overall crypto market cap could reach a peak of around 8 trillion US dollars. If CRO can attain a 0.8% dominance and get back to those all-time high dominance levels, that would give it a 64 billion US dollar overall market cap. And again, dividing it by the amount of CRO tokens we estimate to be in circulation gives us a price target of 2.33 US dollars, which is about an 18.5x from today's prices. So that is our price prediction for CRO and Crypto.com in a bear case, base case, and bull case scenario. I think there's a lot of potential for growth here, And I think the strong point for CRO is the tokenomics, because again, they do have so much of the total supply already in circulation, which means we will not see huge amounts of dilution with their token over the next 12 to 18 months, which does bode well for the price squeezing upwards. So let us know in the comments below, are you a bull on CRO? Are you holding CRO? Do you have one of the CRO credit cards, and are you staking large amounts of CRO to do so? Let us know your experiences about CRO and if you're holding it as part of your portfolio. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button on your way out the door. It would mean the world. Hit that subscribe button as well. If you want to get more price prediction videos just like this, we've got a bunch of them on the channel and we've got lots more coming. And hit that bell notification icon so you can get notified when we drop all of those videos. We've got videos coming pretty much every single day and you're going to want to get notified to stay up to date. As always, we will catch you in the next one.